Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Kyla and I am your fitness accountability buddy from across the way. So I wanted to start a new segment kind of checking in with mind, body, soul. This was something that I heard back in college, and ever since then it's kind of resonated with me, just making sure that your mind, body, and soul are good, that they're on one accord, because one can't function without the other. So today's title of this video is going to be building up your mental well-being, or how to stay mentally fit. Some of the key points that I wanted to talk about was your physical fitness, which we all know is very important, but with physical fitness, you want to go to the gym, make sure you're outside, as you can see, whether that's walking, hiking, I don't know, taking your dog on a run if you have pets. Just being outside in nature is actually very beneficial for the soul, and if you can and if you like to, walk barefoot on the grass. Just walk barefoot on the ground. Something clicks in your mind and it kind of brings you some type of peace and clarity, and it's calming. Another thing to keep in mind too, that being in shape or working out and getting that physical activity, it also promotes positive emotions, and emotions tie in with our mental. That's like how you think, what you're saying, how often you're saying stuff, or honestly how often you're pausing and reflecting on what's going on around you and how to react to certain situations. That brings us into the next topic of the benefits of being mentally fit. And one of those, like I said, is giving you control of your actions. That means being able to understand and pause and take a step back, think before you say something. Like, I feel that a lot of people say things just out of like anger, or they're just reacting instead of listening to what the other person is saying to them, consuming what they're saying, and then responding. And I think that's a big part of mental fitness, because not everybody can do that. Not saying that it's everybody's fault, but it's definitely something that we can unlearn and do better with. Personally, I think I've gotten a lot better with that. I've never been somebody who speaks out, I would say. Like, I'm more so a person who holds their tongue. That's just how my life is. But even now, as a 25-year-old, I feel like I do sometimes step back and think of the situation before I say something, because now I'm more responsive, or more aware that my words have consequences, but not even in a negative way, just more so like, I don't want to hurt somebody's feelings, and I want to get my point across without being hurtful or crossing the line. Like, I want to say just enough. And again, that takes time and practice, because it's not just gonna happen in a day. Like, that's really something you have to work on. Talk to yourself more, figure out what's going on in your mind, or figure out what's making you react that way, or why you're so triggered, or why you're so defensive. These things are super important, and nobody wants to be around somebody who doesn't know how to act. People are not tolerating people's ridiculousness, or just like their lack of awareness. So why not tap into that awareness, or why not tap into that and try to become as aware as possible? Because when you do become mentally aware, then you are going to be aware of your body physically. Like, I know when I'm tense, I know when something is triggering me, and you're also going to know or feel more aware spiritually. Like, if something's off, you're going to know, because you're getting more in tune with yourself and things that matter to you, and things that trigger you, and things that honestly you don't want to deal with, or want to know how to better deal with. Another benefit of mental fitness is decreasing your automatic thinking, or speaking without thinking, which is what I said earlier. But again, I don't know if anybody's like actually sat down and thought about this or read up on it. This is some of the things that I read up on, and to me it made sense. Like, yeah, why would you want to say things without thinking about it? Like, again, I know that you're just reacting and you're trying to get the last word. Sorry, I'm outside, so there's cars. I know you're trying to get in the last word, but is that really that much important? Or would you rather stop and think and then say something that is actually meaningful, or is coming from a place of understanding, or you know, being able to fit the pieces together, kind of make the puzzle fit, instead of just blurting out whatever you want to blurt out, or saying the first thing that comes to your mind, because the first thing that comes to your mind does not mean it's the right thing to say. I understand that shit happens, and sometimes we say things that we don't mean or that we regret, but why keep regretting what we say or feeling guilty and sorry about what we say, instead of just thinking first and then not having to go through those emotions or that situation. Like, honestly, pausing before you think stops yourself, or stops you from putting yourself in situations that you know you're not going to like later. And we've also seen too that, you know, when you don't stop and think, you're losing family members, you're losing friends. Not everybody wants to deal with that, and people would rather exit than deal with the bullshit. So when you do get to that point in life where you're like understanding your mental fitness, and like you're starting to train your mind and being more aware of what's going on inside of your head, there's definitely outcomes that come with the benefits. You're gonna enjoy life more because you're calmer, or you're mentally aware. Like, you're gonna savor the moments that come in life, whether that's with friends, family, just daily activities. Like, you're gonna appreciate the things that are around you, because now you understand that there are positives all around us, instead of looking at the negatives or always feeling like you're in a shitty situation. With giving yourself like a more positive mindset, you're gonna start giving yourself grace. And I personally, that's one thing that I've noticed that I've given myself since working out. Not trying to go back to working out and saying that you need to get in the gym, because no, that's not true. You could just get outside, just be active. Being active is better, like, it's better than nothing. But for me, you know, working out and then slowly seeing my progress, like, I worked on my patience, because I wasn't looking for I wasn't looking for a quick fix. I knew that this was gonna take months. This could take years. Again, this is a journey, it's not a race. I'm not in competition with anybody but myself. I'm trying to be a better me all the time, every day. Through that, I've also learned to give myself grace. So on days that I'm not feeling the best, or I feel that I didn't make it to the gym, or days that I may have slipped up on my eating, because that happens. I don't eat 100% healthy all the time. That's not realistic and ideal. Like, there's foods out here that I like, and I'm not giving them up. The fuck, like, I'm not giving them up, and I'm gonna continue to eat them. I'm just gonna eat them in moderation. But before, I used to really beat myself up, and then I've noticed now that's just the negative thoughts in my mind and trying to make me feel guilty or shitty about what I'm doing, when in reality, no, I need to appreciate that I can actually eat the foods that I'm eating and still live the life that I want to live, or still go to the gym and see progress. So just give yourself grace, because not every day is going to be the same. Your mindset is not going to be the same. You're going to have down days. You're going to be upset. You're going to be sad, and you're not going to want to do shit. That is what it is, and you have tomorrow to do better. You have tomorrow to not have a day like you did yesterday. I think that's just part of growing and understanding. And with growth and understanding comes mental awareness, and being more confident in your mindset and your outlook on life. So another good one, and this one I did research, searched it on the web. When you're working on yourself and doing the whole 180, and right now, again, you know, this video is for your mental. Next time we'll do physical. Then the third time we're gonna do spiritual, because that matters. But having a positive outlook just on life, or even yourself, that's going to boost your confidence, because you're no longer thinking of the negatives, or, you know, saying shitty things to you. If you are saying shitty things to yourself, try writing affirmations. You're supposed to be showing yourself grace, and you're supposed to be giving yourself praise. Like, and the best part of having, or, you know, the best part of working on your mental and feeling more at peace, it's the sleep. I sleep great. Not every night, that's just because my days are busy, but I have better sleep than I did. Like, I used to wake up constantly through the night. I used to have terrible dreams. I always felt stressed. Like, I didn't really sleep. More so that I took a nap, and that's not what I did. Like, I went to sleep, but it never felt like I went to sleep. But since going to the gym, or having some type of physical activity at least an hour a day, speaking to myself, trying to work on my mental, my sleep has gotten better because there's less on my mind, because I'm able to get those, that energy out. Like, when I go to the gym, I put everything out on the floor. It's the best start to my morning, and it gets me through the whole day and into the evening. And then once I get to the evening, I'm like that. I'm asleep. I go to bed at 11, I wake up at 6. Sometimes I go to bed at 10:30, wake up at 6, and I feel great. So if you're having, rocky sleep and you're trying to make a sleep schedule, this might help. Tap into these things, or tap into yourself and see what are some things that you think you need to fix, or that you want to work on about yourself. Not necessarily fix, because there's nothing wrong with you, but things that you can improve on so that you're having a better lifestyle and a better outlook on what's going on around you. For the last part of this video, I want to go into tips that will help you kind of get to this point of mental awareness or mental fitness. And I will say, before I start, I am a firm believer in mindfulness. I know that's like the talk of everything right now, just like mindfulness, journaling, meditation, but personally, I think it helps. No, I don't journal. No, I don't journal. I've tried it. It doesn't work for me. Sometimes I do it if I'm really upset. It more so works if I need something, if I have something to get off my mind. Like, I'm not regulating correctly. Like, my body just still feels tense. I'll just write it out and leave it in the journal. But that doesn't happen often where I'm like constantly writing. But I don't have like a daily journal entry. I don't know if people would do that. Kudos to you. That does not work for me. I feel the same afterwards, and I'm not going to force that on anybody because everybody's different. So if that tactic doesn't work, that tactic does not work. But a big one too that I want to try to get into is meditation, because I've never heard anything negative about meditation, and something that you guys can try too. You don't have to sit for an hour. You can literally start with 5 minutes. 5 minutes of meditation. You start your day like that, or do it at night, whatever works within your schedule. Just sit and meditate for 5 minutes. And if you feel like that's too short, kick it up to 15. And if 15 is too short, you're doing something right. But that is something I want to also get into, because I've tried it, but I felt distracted. So I thought that personally it wasn't for me because I thought I was doing it wrong. But that's literally how everybody starts out. And I tried it once or twice and I was like, no, thinking that it was just gonna click. And that's not it. And if you guys want to look into it, look at what is it called? I did a whole report on this in college, just to let you guys know. So I have my master's in social work, and my concentration was clinical mental health. So this stuff, mindfulness, this is why I kind of prefer it, because I've used it and I've seen it work, and it hasn't let me down yet. So again, if you're not a fan of mindfulness, that's fine. There's other ways that you can, improve your mental awareness. Oh, a stress-based reduction scale. Look that up. Stress-based reduction scale. And people are using meditation to basically clock people's stress levels and how much they've decreased. So you guys can look that up. I went on, go on Google Scholar. Again, I did a whole presentation on this when I was in grad school, and I did honestly really well on that presentation. And we actually had to use real people to test the theory out and make sure that it was achievable or that it was valid. So we really had to look at the validity and all that stuff. So check it out, look it up, there's literally one for adults and there's one for teens. So the fact that there's 2 different types, it's showing that, you know, this is real and it will decrease your stress and it will promote like calmness and promote a better a better mental state. So again, check it out. Let me know what you guys think. If this is something you guys are interested in, please comment below and let me know what you find or what you found interesting about those different articles that you've been reading. Also, do check-ins with yourself. I constantly check in with myself, and checking in with myself is me talking to myself. Honestly, I'm an overthinker and I probably speak to myself 24/7. My mind is never blank. It's always running, whether it's thinking about the next plan, what I need to do with my personal life, or if it's just, Kyla, how was your day? Or not even how was your day, Kyla, why are you upset now? Or Kyla, why are you mad? Why are you acting like this? Let's figure it out. I literally said it to myself, and I literally talk myself through situations enough to where if I'm up here, I can now get here and get leveled. This year's motto is moving forward, like putting our best foot forward. Or if things are messing with us, we're gonna figure it out, but we're not gonna let it stop us. Like, we got things to do and goals to achieve, and everybody has, you know, daily barriers that happen, and sometimes the BS happens that wasn't even supposed to happen. Like, you know, like that BS just comes out of nowhere and you're just like, what the fuck? Like, I was having a great day, what happened? You can still have a great day. Whatever happened, it now happened. It is what it is, and we're gonna figure it out and move forward. Like, keep that in mind. Check in with yourself, like, see where you're at, and if things are really like messing you up to where you're not getting through your day, that's a problem, because you should still be able to continue with what you're doing without feeling discouraged or feeling that now it can't get done, because it can. And we're gonna take can'ts out of our vocabulary, because you can do a lot of shit. But again, it starts with your thinking, where you're at, like what you're thinking of yourself, what you're thinking about situations, and what you're thinking about of others. So just try that out. Just try it out and let me know what you think. Talk to yourself. It's okay. It's not weird. I've been doing it all my life. And I think I'm my best friend, because I talk to myself 24/7. Yes, I have best friends, but they don't know what's in my mind, or they don't know everything that's going on with me. Only I know that, so only I can fix it. It's okay to have outside sources, but you still need to know how to regulate yourself in case these people are not around, because you don't want to be in a crisis and you don't want to be fucked. So I want to stop here with this video, or with this first part of the segment. I hope it was helpful. I hope you guys kind of understood where I was going with this. I know it could have sounded like I was rambling. Honestly, I was enjoying being outside. Like, it feels great, and I'm probably going to continue to get some photosynthesis and keep continuing on what I'm doing with my day. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please comment below, like, subscribe, don't forget to hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next 2 segments of this, which will be body and spiritual. But if you guys enjoyed this, please let me know. This was new to me. I've never done like a face-to-face camera kind of like this, like just talking, but I think it went good. So, you know, just let me know what you guys feel about it, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.